What it do? It's your girl Winged. My co-hostesses are very late today. So I am just gonna start on, and hopefully they will arrive soon. Please excuse this big hair and all of that. Listen, it's my day off, and I've been running around. So check it out. I wanted to first start off by shouting out Reese at Universal Bars Battle League. Um and I also and well, while it's a I was hyped about a situation. Here's one of my co-hosts. Where I was hyped about a situation, I'm very kind of saddened as well. Let me introduce, or let my co-host introduce himself. Can y'all hear me? Oh, dang, my volume was low. Uh, Again, it's your girl Winged. What it do?
No debate, Ray. Let's go ahead and get this show started. I got some rounds to get off real quick.
Yes, Lord, I know you do. But as I was saying, let me start off by again. I'll start over. Let me start off by shouting out. It's a bittersweet moment, but let me go ahead and shout out Reese from Universal Bars Battle League. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. My volume, and of course, my co-host just dropped into the show. But it's a bittersweet moment for me because Dan, very up and coming, very talented up and coming battle rapper that I just actually found out about not too long ago, and so um, I'm kind of sad that I have to speak about him and he's gone. You know what I mean? RP to Nice from Indiana. If you have not seen that battle on Universal Bars Battle League, I'm gonna actually drop that battle in the comments. Once Ray starts to get his rounds off, I'm gonna drop that battle in the comments so that y'all can check that out. That it's a fire battle. I know right now we got listen, I've been playing catch up for days and trying to play catch up, and every time I go to try to play catch up, another battle drops. But I got a chance to watch this battle with Infrared, the General, and Nice, and just give it a watch. You know what I mean? Seriously, it don't cost you. It's not one of them battles that you got a whole bunch of fucking gas. It's fire, and it's a great back and forth. If y'all niggas is battle rap fans, you know what I mean. This is back to the essence of small room back and forth, where I thought that Nice, where I thought Infrared would win around, Nice came right back and was fighting back. You know what I mean? And vice versa. I feel like in that battle, I feel like um I saw a lot of Infrared 2-1s. I feel like Nice in the first 30 seconds of that round one, that man took off. He friggin' took off. His both of their name flips was crazy, but at the same time, I just felt
Wing,
like,
I can't hear you.
you can't hear me. Can anybody
No,
hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Oh, but I can hear you. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, please let me
You say
know.
if you can hear me, I can't hear you at all.
Oh shit! Hold on. Is it your earphones?
No, I can't hear you.
Wait, not hear me. Okay, that's me. Dang, is my mic on? How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, that's crazy. I can hear you. Okay. Well, we're gonna find out what's going on. I'm not really sure what happened. Um, But as I was saying, infrared and NYCE. I really, RIP to NYCE. Y'all should definitely check that battle out. If you are on Facebook, the battle is on my page. I'd actually put up a couple of rounds, or not a round, a couple of bars from him in that first round. Cause like I said, that shit was fire. It might be your earphones. Uh, can y'all hear me? For those who are watching, can y'all hear me? I can hear you fine. Like I can hear your background. Hold on. You know what? Let me test this out. Yeah, so that battle, oh shit. Yeah, we having technical difficulties, so definitely please stick around. We will like I said, I'm not really sure what the deal is, but if y'all can hear me, let me know. Jesus, I get 105 notifications. All right, this show ain't starting off the way I needed to start off. My apologies. Hold on 1 minute. I'm trying to make sure that I can hear myself or that y'all can hear me. Give me just a second. If you can hear me, let me know. My apologies. Okay, well, I can hear myself. So, okay, so there's my answer. Again, shout out to everybody coming in, listening. We are having a few technical difficulties. I'm waiting for my co-host to come back because he couldn't hear me. So as I was saying, I was actually highlighting. We're doing a battle highlight, which we'll do. We'll start to do more of those battle highlights every show that we do. And the tripped out part about it was for those who just arrived. As you see on the header, I have Infrared the General and NYCE versus NYCE. Again, shout out to Reese at Universal Bars Battle League. If you have not seen that battle, it is on my Facebook, and I will put it, somewhere on the link within the comments. Go check that battle out. It's a fire battle. One of the battle rappers, if you are not familiar, from Indiana, 90s, passed away. RIP to him. But the battle was fire. I really want y'all to go and check that battle out.
I still can't hear you.
And
I don't
I
know
can
what's
hear
going on.
myself. I can hear
I can't hear
myself
you at
here.
all.
Hold on. Damn it.
Yeah, that's weird. Because I can't hear you at all.
Y'all, if y'all paying attention, we're in private message, so we trying to figure out what's
Yeah,
wrong.
it's up. Yeah, it's up. Try it now.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello,
Okay.
hello, hello.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you now.
You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yes. All right. So like I said, I was about to listen. I was about to cry. Um, Okay, she can hear us. Cool. Thank you, Andrea. All right. So again, like I said, shout out to Reese over again at Universal Bars Battle League. Rest in Paradise to Nice, Nice and Infrared, the general infrared, the general. Um, Great back and forth. And I just feel like I said, it's a bittersweet moment because of the fact that it was such a damn good battle to me. Um, that this was a battle that I had planned to highlight today and then turn around and I just heard that the man passed away. So that was kind of like this morning I was talking me and Reese were just talking about this battle. And she was like, "Yo, I've been waiting for your input." And I was telling her, "Please, my apologies because the battle had been out for a couple of days and I had just gotten to it." And I'm like, "You know what? Let me go ahead and make this one of our battle highlights of the show
Mm-hmm.
today." And man, 2 hours ago, like I said, shout out to Panic. She was in the new Midwest movement group, and she had said that he had passed away. So, that is a bittersweet moment. I didn't know the man, but through battle rap, we were blessed to be able to even be introduced to him, and now he's gone. So, shout out to him. Keep his family in your prayers and friends. And check out the battle. If nothing else, just give it a click. Watch the first round. Just off a GP. It's a fire battle. And like I said, most people had given it to infrared. I actually gave it to nice, and not because it is. I actually was giving it to nice. I feel like I edged the third round to infrared, but the and I have well no I'm sorry I gave infrared the third round. I gave nice the first. The second might be the debatable round, which I believe I edged to nice. Um, infrared. That's when like he was a little light. He wasn't. He was light, but he wasn't. I felt like that's when he really geared up in that second round, and I was like, oh shit, okay, he fighting back, but the battle was dope. Just y'all go watch the battle, man. That's all I can really say. But anyway, shout out to again Andrea Speak. Shout out to Bone, my nigga. Hey, Bone Car. Listen, bruh, brother. Hey, you better hit my line. I gotta holler at you. But I will see you this weekend. Yes, long live nice. Yes, yep. Andrea just said she just heard about him. Zeke, Zeke, what it do? We in a building. Let's get it started. You got the floor, my brother.
um.
Let me get my battle rap water.
Okay, so
Where you
let me
starting?
say
Where you
let me say
starting
this.
at? Where are you starting at?
Okay, this is where I want to start at. Okay, so it has been said um that this new up and comer by the name of Murder, he came out and he sounds like New Jersey Twerk. He's taking New Jersey's twerk style, so on and so on and so forth. And to me, it's a lot of people in media that is um that is putting this narrative out there. And I think it's unfair for people in media to put this narrative out there. And the reason why I say it's unfair is because basically with media, our job is to give the information, sometimes to give the history, to give our opinions or whatever, but at the same time to be honest. Be honest with the fans because the fans trust us with this information. The fans want to come to us with these kind of things or whatever, and they want to hear our honest opinion, not a biased opinion. And um, you put two battles in the group. You put Murder versus Roller, and then you put Murder versus King Gates. Now I looked at the Roller battle, and I'm like, okay, he don't sound like Twerk. You know, he's mad aggressive, he's talented or whatever, but he don't sound like Twerk. And then I heard, I turned around and I clicked on the King H battle. And I was like, okay, the mannerisms, the hand movements and the shaking and all of that, that could be twerkish a little bit, but I'm still not seeing everybody saying that this dude sound like twerk. But here's the thing that I feel like we are getting a Mandela effect from media and battle rap. And the Mandela effect is, they try to they're given a narrative for things to be a different way. Like
Hmm.
for instance, Twerk had once said that he got his style from Prez Mafia. So technically, it would be Prez Mafia style that everybody is biting. But you
Right.
have media that is saying everybody is biting Twerk, and it's like, okay, yeah, Jay Z made it a hot song, but he got the line from Nas, and had Nas never said that line, we wouldn't have never got that president. So
Talking
maybe
shit.
like don't
Talking
get me
shit.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Twerk might have tweaked the style a little bit to home it to make it his own, but it was birthed from Prez Mafia. So if it was never no Prez Mafia, it probably would never be New Jersey Twerk. Or it probably
Mm.
would be a New Jersey Twerk, but he'd probably be rapping completely different. So for people to get in media and push this narrative that all of these people is biting Twerk style, but Twerk have said himself he got the style from Prez Mafia, it's like y'all are trying to sweep the Prez Mafia part under the rug.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. And hey, Reese, what it do, Rodney? Listen, I did you in the beginning of the show. I definitely said my piece on infrared and nice, and I shouted them out. Um, sicko. What it do, Pat, stay black. Okay, let's clarify some things because he did say on Uncle Rod's new show he made a comment that he never said that he said that Prez was his favorite battler and
Mm-hmm.
that because had he never said that that was his favorite battler, people wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have used this comparison between the two of them.
I
Now
disagree.
remember when we spoke about this earlier, um if we take it back a little bit more, as Jay said, and shout out to my brother Jay, Jay said the style didn't even originate with Prez, that was Jay Murder.
You know, it's funny, and I'm gonna say this: like the reason why I disagree with that whole point and that whole picture that okay, because I said that this person was my favorite battler, and now all of a sudden everybody is saying this person, I'm supposed to sound like this person. Guess what? People would have still heard Twerk style and would have said, even if he didn't say Press Mafia was his favorite, people would have connected the two together. Think about it.
Right,
B Dot
right,
never said that Loaded Lux was his favorite rapper, but people quickly connected those two together, regardless of anything. And it was basically how they cadence was and how they talk, or I mean not talk, but how rapidly they flow was. To
right.
me, they're not even exactly the same. They both everything that they rap about is completely different from everything else that they have done. So with the Press Mafia and the Twerk comparison, even if Twerk wouldn't have never, ever, ever said that, people would have still been putting it together. But the problem that I'm
I'm
having is that media wants, like, okay, something is big going on this weekend.
well, hold on one
It's
minute.
this cat.
This Lou Castro, and see that's another thing. How do you? I don't even see where Lou Castro fits into that. That Twerk got the style from Lou Castro.
Yeah, that was a new one to me. That one's a new one to me. The
Right.
whole Luke Castro thing is brand new to me. But
It's old, but it's new. It's old.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's new to me. It's new
Right.
to me. But the one thing that the reason why a lot of people is not going this extra hard against murder is because you got a lot of people from from the B more area that was like murder was sounding like this before y'all even knew who he was. So if you got people in this hood that's saying, yo, he's been sounding like this, then you can't sit up here and say he's taking nobody else's style. Because you got a whole region of people saying, yo, he was sounding like this before he came across y'all radar.
Right.
And then for certain media personnel, if they've been watching murder, because it is rumored that certain media personnel was watching murder before he even made a PG on URL,
All
then
right,
why
check
wasn't
this
y'all
out.
saying,
I
wait,
mean,
hold on.
go ahead. Okay.
Why wasn't y'all saying this soon? Why wait until he do a PG on URL to all of a sudden say, oh, he sound like such and such? But you supposedly was watching this dude before he even got his PG.
I mean, at the end of the day, I know that a certain AFM movement was there at the battles when murdered 6 years ago. This is not nothing new. You know what I mean? It's new to people who are, like you said just now, URL has now shined this light on him, and now it's something. So, but as you explain, I mean, I said, like I said, I sent the videos to you guys so that y'all could see, like, am I tripping? Because again, this is a cat that, one of who we've always supported. Some of us who have known of him for a while, and
Mhm.
then now that he is back on the upswing of things, um, I just okay. Everybody kind of evolves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody evolves. His style to me has not changed. The mannerisms with the arm and the whatever, okay. Everybody done did something of twerk. You know what I mean? Andrea says it's a particular cliche to say someone sounds like twerk now. It seems like they say it about everybody now.
that is very true, and that's what I mean by the whole, just the shaking of arms or whatever. And to respond to what Alex Williams said, he said, if I admit Twerk got his style from Prez, then you have to admit Prez wouldn't have been able to do anything with what Twerk has done. That's true. That's true. Again, because somebody birthed a style, that don't mean that the person who birthed it is gonna be the best. I mean, shoot, we could give birth to again, and me and you had this discussion earlier. Me and my brother when we were younger. This is what people, and I say people, especially in media, they do a disservice to new fans that come in that don't do their research. Because
Right.
nowadays most people don't want to do their research. And when me and my brother were younger, my mom was, in the car or whatever, and the everybody knows Ice Cube Today Was a Good Day, where that beat came from. But because me and my brother heard Today Was a Good Day first, when we heard the Isley Brother song, my brother said, "Hey, he stole this song from Ice Cube," and my mom was
Right.
like, "No, this song came first. Ice Cube got the song from him." So
Right.
that's what made me and my brother start doing research. What I was saying about
Woo.
it's a disservice for the new fans that come in because we get a new fans with caffeine is that you're gonna have media personnel sweeping the Press Mafia thing under the rug. Like, Twerk just
Hold,
was the originator of this style.
Ray, Ray,
But again,
hold on, because hold on. You got comments here that I want you to address. So first, Alex, shout out Alex Williams. Uh, well, you can go ahead and read those and reply or however you want to do it, because
so
they.
here so
Oh, go ahead.
okay, so basically back to Alex's original point. Yeah, you can admit that. Yeah, Twerk took the style to different heights. I mean, again, we get you made it a hot line, I made it a hot
Made it a hot
song.
song, right?
I mean, so of course it's gonna be looked at different. Hell, you could give birth, like you could be a millionaire, you can give birth to a future billionaire. So I mean, people are going to take things to a different height or whatever based on whatever, but you cannot knock the whole blueprint. Now, as far as what Super Sicko said about they killed B Dot for Lux, yeah, they did. But if you actually paid attention to the lyrical content, B Dot and Lux don't sound nothing alike.
Neither
They
does
don't sound nothing.
neither
They don't
does
sound
Ace
absolutely
Amin.
nothing alike.
Neither does Ace Amin and Lux.
I mean, the rapid flow that B Dot has is similar to Lux, but their lyrical content does not
It's
sound
not the
nothing alike.
same.
Don't get me
Right.
wrong, you might get a Black Panther Lux versus a Hollow the Don, but he ain't always spitting that conscious shit like that. He not.
But that
And
and not for nothing, that was early on. And even when B Dot switches up his flow, you know what I
mhm,
mean? If you listen to his music, he sounds the same. This is he
yeah,
speaks about kinetics, and basically that's what he's been doing. That's nothing new for him. That's nothing new. So I can kind of see where he'll do the he's preachy. He can come off a little preachy, but
right,
Lux wasn't always preachy either.
right. I mean,
Oh, Shy said
so
his connection was bad.
oh, I seen it was trying to load up, but
Yeah,
with that, I'm not going to take nothing away from Twerk because everybody remember it's only a handful of wrestling fans that remember the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, but don't know. But everybody know who the Nature Boy Ric Flair is. People don't know that Ric Flair
I
took that
said,
persona from him.
and like I
That
said,
he took that persona from him.
even with the
So
woo that Ric Flair used to
so
do, shit, Macho Man
so
Randy Savage was doing it too.
so you again. I'm not. You can't sit up here and say, well, if I wouldn't have never said Prayers Mafia was my favorite rapper, they wouldn't have never made this connection. Bullshit. Because fans that have been following this since the DVD era is going to always make comparisons. And they're going to always make comparisons, man. They're going to always say that this person sounds like this person, that person sounds like that person. But the thing, what I have an issue with, I don't have a battle rap issue. I have a media issue with media personnel that are trying to sweep this information under the rug, and it's doing a disservice because guess what? This weekend, not only will it be battle rap fans tuning in to Genesis, but it will be caffeine people that
Right.
are going to be tuning in. So they're going to want to know this history, and they're going to want to get this history from a J Black, from a Black Compass, from a Breakdown Crew. And if we do a disservice from a DME Detroit, shout out him. If we do a disservice and not give the full background of everything, we're cheating the fans, and then we're cheating people that be in debates. Because you will have people that'll be in debates with these people and just will just go off, and some of these people will be like, "What are you talking about? I never heard none of this." And then you tell them, "Well, you got to do the research." And Wing, me and you said this earlier. This new generation don't like to research a
They
damn thing.
don't like to research nothing. Nothing. Let's talk about did I spell that right? Shout out to Miss VA Finest. Did I spell
What's
Genesis
going
right?
on, Miss VA Finance?
I was rushing y'all. Um okay, I'm sorry.
Um,
Yeah. That so at the end of the day, like you said, this they don't want to research anything, so it does matter. We got a special treat for y'all tomorrow too. So we'll get more in depth into that conversation. Because I do want to talk about that more. But I want to be able to, I don't like to talk certain things without having complete
the
information
full
on
the full team.
there you go. There you go. That too. That part too. But we got a special treat for y'all so we can really get into that conversation. Let me see. Andrea, what is she saying? Folks want to believe that they know everything already. That's a fact. That's an actual factual.
But
Um,
you know what, Andrea, uh, you know you are right about that. But even with me, even if I try to have a debate with anybody about anything, I'm trying to make sure that I have the facts together. Because you can go up against somebody that think they know everything, but if they ain't got no facts backing up their argument, then they just saying a whole bunch of nothing.
that's a
You
fact.
know. So and even if I don't have the information, I'll tell. Look, I'm not qualified right now to give you that answer. Let me do some research and get back to you. A lot of people don't even bow out that way. A lot of people just like to argue. Me, I'm one of those people that, yo, man, I ain't got that answer right now, man. Let me go ahead and get back to you. Let me do some more research on it. So yeah, I mean, I agree with what you said there. I do.
That's an actual factual. I will be the first to say that I definitely got to get my facts straight. I don't like to speak on nothing that I don't know something about. But check it
Right.
out. So let's get into these predictions. Do we have do we have the full card? I thought I had the full card. My notifications are coming up as I'm trying to get the card up. So I hate that shit makes me so mad. This fucking phone will do I'm getting notifications from 18 hours ago. So dead ass, when I be telling y'all that I don't be seeing shit, I don't. Because I don't use my computer for I don't use my phone for social media. I use just
Right.
my computer. So I turn off my notifications. When I do the show is when I turn them back on and everything pops the fuck up on my phone. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So apologies. Uh yeah. So anyway, it's about to be a crazy battle rap weekend this weekend.
Indeed.
Crazy, crazy. I don't know if URL has put out because I was told, but I don't know if URL has put out the actual location to where this event is going to be. I'm just glad that I'm in the vicinity of where everything's gonna be. So Shy, shout out to my brother Shy. We will try to make sure that we can make everything this weekend. You have bullpen on Sunday. You have RBE and URL about 4 hours apart from each other. Battle rap events. We've already given our predictions. What it do, Brooklyn Fever? We already put out our predictions for the Get Back card. Let's talk Genesis because we really didn't finish it until we actually knew all the battles. So now we
Right.
can talk with ATL. ATL. I love Atlanta. I'm so ready to move. Anyway, Atlanta just always has given me that vibe. Everybody from I think I've said that before, going to school in the Bay Area, us Cali kids, NorCal kids, a lot of them didn't, we kind of grew up in a melting pot of people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Then when, like I said, my father worked for United Airlines for years. So we've
Hmm.
been everywhere. But ultimately, going to the South, and that's why I went to a black college to begin with. But going to the South, it's just a different feel. In Atlanta was
One of
always,
my
I
one
grew
of
up
my
in
many
good air. I mean,
one of my least regrets. But continue. Sorry.
what?
Not going to HBCU.
Are you? You know what? I feel like every black child needs that experience.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, preaching that like crazy. So like, and I never been to one, but I'm like, yo, man, take your ass to HBCU.
Yeah, man. Listen,
So
I'm
when I do youth talks, I don't tell them to take their ass, but I be like,
right.
yo,
I know what you mean. No,
HBCU.
it's an experience unlike no other. That's how you find out who you are. And not for nothing, I didn't stay very long because
Hmm.
I went on a full ride scholarship, but because I went, okay, here's how that went. I think I've explained this before. I've been going to the Bayou Classic since I was 10 years old. Okay.
Hmm.
Battle of the Bands, the whole week, Black Tie Fair, we did all that, right?
Right.
So my cousins went to some of my cousins went to Southern. Some of my dad's, my mom's family members went to Southern. They were more of the bougie, sophisticated. And if any of my relatives on my mama's side is watching, I'm sorry, but y'all know y'all bougie. That's where I get it from. My daddy's side, however, they right there in Louisiana. All of them are in Louisiana, but they're right there between Baton Rouge and damn, I forgot the little city. But anyway, long story short, you got Grambling or you got Southern.
Hmm.
I ran track. I did shot put, discus, long jump. That in my junior high school years. So
Right.
I got full ride scholarships. A couple of girls that went to school with me. One that was younger than me, one that was older than me. She ended up going to LSU. So LSU was trying to recruit me. So when I went on my whole little tour, bro, why you look light skinned?
Hey, tell you something.
we
tell you
look
something.
dead ass light skin right now.
Been
Yo.
eating I'm on Avert vegan diet. You know, my mind, my mind is focused, it's open. But fuck all that. Y'all know where y'all want to come to the eight booty
Listen,
clubs and
hey,
Freak Nick.
hey, I was
That's
just,
why you want to come. Freak
I
Nick is
said,
coming back to Atlanta. Freak Nick
listen,
is coming back. So everybody
hey,
who missed it in the
hey,
90s, but
hey. The
you know,
Freaknik will never be the Freaknik if you was not there in the 90s. I'm sorry.
yeah, it would never be like that.
Nothing
But
ever
you
gonna
know,
compare to that.
Hey,
Nothing.
yeah,
hey, I hate to say it, but most of y'all, most of the people that's probably watching this was probably born from the Freak Nick.
yes, yeah, yeah. You probably don't been
Are you playing? Are you
you don't been
playing?
spurted out during Freak Nick. Salute to you,
I'm telling you,
spurters.
shit. Look, Uncle Luke was in the
Yeah.
building, bruh. So,
Mm, yes.
that stuff now roll with it. Ooh, yes, Lord
Shout out to Jazzy Tees, Purple Onions,
Jesus. Yeah,
my trays,
crazy. That's what I mean. Oh, I was about to
all the hood rat booty clubs, Foxy ladies, all that good stuff. You know,
All right, man. Come on, Shot
memories.
Brown. Come on, Shot. Introduce yourself, brother.
Oh, hey, your boy Shy Brown. You know, never dirty at any battle rap event. I will be fresh and clean this weekend. What we talking about?
talk about it. Talk about it. Talk
I'm
about
I'm I'm so ready this weekend. The city is gonna be lit, man. Ooh,
it. You
it's
know,
gonna be on
and
fire this
this
week.
is one of those things, like I said, I don't really, I know it's the big competition, RBE over URL. Listen, if you niggas come out to battle rap events, like, and for those who can't, like, I don't get into that whole, oh, you can't, because that shit is hard to, if you have a family trying to make battle rap events, trying to, if
Or if you work for the United States government like I do, I
you
can't get a damn
get
day
a
off
day
to save
off,
my life.
right? You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's an experience that you want to have just for yourself. But ultimately, I say all that to say this is one of those times where first you can get into one event free.
Hmm.
RBE has lowered their ticket prices, and
Hmm.
I think Bullpen is around the same price. You
Well,
got
I think last week they did you get in for like for the get in for two people get in for the price of one for 35 or $30 last week. But I think that sale is off now. But I know last week they was doing two for one for 35 $30. So
oh wow.
if
Well,
you're
but
able to make it,
my point to that is that it's rather inexpensive is what I'm saying to
mhm,
really try to make all three. It's gonna be
Hmm.
that kind of weekend. You know what I mean? It really is gonna be fun because you get a chance to see everything if you can make it, you
Right.
know? I mean, who who wouldn't ask for that? Seriously, who would not ask for that? I mean, so that's the way I'm looking at it.
I
It's
mean,
an
no matter
exciting
wherever you like, just go support. You know,
just
wherever you
Yeah.
like. You know, they support. You know,
that's
if both cars got something different, you know what I'm saying? It should have something for everybody to enjoy, you know.
that's
We're
it.
gonna
I mean,
we're gonna try.
I,
I think
let
we're
me
gonna
ask
try to do
you.
the impossible to see if we can put up maybe do two, but
Alex. Okay, now Alex makes a good point.
Hey,
He
shout
said,
out to Alex for that one.
yeah, he said all day standing. Now, brother, listen,
mm-mm.
we talk about this on this show all the time. Yeah, I ain't standing all goddamn yet.
I can, yeah.
This
I'm
is why
hoping.
I didn't say we was going to everything. All I said is that if that's what you can do, then do that. It's
Yeah.
that exciting of a weekend. I will watch somebody on the telephone or the computer this weekend. That's all I'm
Mhm.
saying. But if you can stand for shit, that's gonna be about 10 hours longer, but longer than that, depending on if URL letting folks in on time.
Yeah.
You
Then the location, like nobody still don't know what the location is.
know, but
So
we think we know where.
Okay, so again,
I know, you
according
know.
according to what they saying, this event, because they said they on real business time, is starting promptly at 5.
And if I think I
So
know what I heard, that could be true.
Okay, and that could be true, but here's the thing. What I also heard is that the way they're going about doing this It can start promptly at 5, but that means that you need to be there at 3. So you still gonna be in line for at least 2
Man,
hours.
man, they're gonna be there about 1, 12 o'clock. Which once they find out probably what this location gonna be at, them people gonna pull up because it's free.
What it do, shit?
And
Gang,
then, but
um,
if they have it at this location where we think they might have it at, yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. So
Brooklyn Fever says, which event do we think is going to be better?
Ooh,
I, I mean, it's hard to say because we can go off the
on
names all the time.
yeah,
We
on
can always do
paper,
that. But on paper, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. For me as a battle rap fan, the URL card is
Uh,
because it's
on
battles that we
paper,
have already seen. It's just like on paper, yeah. It's just I'm just kind of tired of seeing the same names being recycled and shuffled on URL. I want to see something different. I want to
on
see
I'm
something.
ready. I'm ready to damn
then we lost Shy.
again. I'm really ready to see. I'm really stoked for the RBE card. Although we're about to do Genesis predictions. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all came into the fold and we haven't gotten there yet. I'm more so I want to see Danny and A Ward. I'm so ready to see what Sharon and Trez will do in this battle. I really and truly am. Um, that the four, remember they have 4 rounds, they have 3 writtens and 1 freestyle, like him and like Big Cannon and
Sharon.
Sharon did previously. So I'm really ready to see that. um I that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm ready for that. um Rosenberg and Snake Eyes also, I definitely want to see that. um I'm ready for that. And not the shit.
Anytime you bring them up, I think about that face off. He was like, yeah, told him like you're like disabled.
uh
I'm sorry, but that is like the most like nicest kind of honest way that you can kind of try to hurt somebody's feelings.
You know what? That was bad. Don't talk about people with
No,
disabilities.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking
I
about what
said
Rosenberg
Rosenberg.
said. That was
Talk about
funny.
people with disabilities. Um, Andrea says it depends on what you come out for. Alex says, I did know when it came here, but I promise. True brother. Listen,
Said I found a wall and some stairs to sit
listen.
down during the battles.
Something. Are you talking, Alex? Are you talking about the first gnome or the most recent one? Because I was there for the first gnome too, and I went to home car. Shout out to Beretta and them at Houston Barcode. I was there for that one also, for the very first one, and I was ecstatic about, it's here in Houston, and this is fire. The venue is huge, and I even felt some AC at first. We was there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we stood until damn Shy trying to get on, and he really having issues right now. We stood for hours. So when we finally got into the building and there's no seats, I kept going back and forth, and you fighting the crowd, trying to get through the crowd to finally get some air. You can't, the bars are open, but the bar people are standing right there at the bars. Ain't nobody buying nothing. They just standing there at the bars trying to lean on walls and shit. You trying to, I'm not sitting on the ground. I'm not gonna do that. So, you could sit all the way back on the ground by the back doors where it wasn't so many people and you could actually feel some air. You could do that. But who the hell wants to sit on the ground and you trying to watch the event from the side? VIP was on the side of the wall, and VIP may as well not even have been VIP because VIP it extended the length of the building. So you got people all the way back by the bathrooms in VIP. I don't even know how they were seeing anything because they were seeing what we were seeing. So Alex, I get it. I get it. The venue is not supposed to be this big for a URL. It is an app only. And from my understanding, Anybody who is app gang, you have to be able to show them, make sure your battery life is good, because you have to be able to show them that you are an app gang member. That's the last update I heard. If anybody knows
Wing,
anything else,
wing,
please let me
wing,
know.
wing, wing.
Yes.
Just say app, man. It's not a gang.
We
Just say
are
app.
a gang. We're affiliation. We're an organization. We got
Wing,
kept.
I have the app.
You know what? Let me see. Smack had Popeyes last year. What Jack Chain still in the Houston atmosphere? You know what? Oh my lord. Ill to be
Hey,
ill.
shout out to Brooklyn Fever. He asked the question. He said, y'all think 40 go down versus Ill Will. Now, let me say this.
Okay.
Honestly, I think I still got Ill Will winning, but I think 40 is probably going to be the talk of the weekend because I think he's going to be improved. I think he's going to sound up to date. I'm
Let me,
willing to go out on this limb and
but
say he's going to
did we think did I mean let's be honest, because we talked about this. Did we look for him to win anyway? Were we
I
expecting
don't
for him
think I don't think nobody looks I don't think nobody looked for him to win. I think everybody looked for him to don't come in sounding like Cassidy.
Cassidy
Don't from
or
2005.
Cicero
Don't
or
come in sounding
Cicero
like Jay Mills from back in the day.
or
Come
Cicero
in sounding up to date. And I think
or
that's what
Cicero.
everybody yeah, or Cicero. So if 40, I'm gonna say this, if 40 can sound up to date, I think he will get a lot of love and respect this weekend. But I don't think nobody's really looking for him to win. They're looking for him to actually make the battle look interesting and actually sound up to date more than
Absolutely.
anything.
Absolutely. I agree. Um, we were, and actually Brooklyn Fever, we were going to get we were segueing into that, but since we're here, we can kind of, brush off on that. If you saw ARP and 40 Cal's talk interview the
Hmm.
other day that he put out, that ARP put out, he's making me a believer. He's definitely making me a believer. I mean, you got to understand, he comes from one of the grittiest battle rap eras anyway. And like he said, I'm a Harlem nigga. So we got, you know what I mean? The swag is different anyway. The way
So
he's,
was Jay Mills.
no, but look, Mill's a Harlem nigga that's in Florida somewhere doing whatever he doing. And I mean, he didn't even look the part. 40 still looks the part. He still looks the part. I'm saying it's different. Damn it, it's different. I feel like he still looks the part. He still talks the part. You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna do all right. I feel like he's gonna do all right. See, I know Brooklyn. You know what? Just in your name,
Hey,
you buy.
But Brooklyn telling the truth. You
That's my
gotta show me.
dog.
You got because the only person that had came back and did good was King Los.
He did all right. Let's not get too.
He beat
He
Head Ice.
he did all right.
He
Okay,
won.
listen. Let's say this: for the amount of prep time that he had for Ice, he did well.
He won.
I don't.
And everybody said that Ice was gonna wash that boy.
Was it hard for him to win?
It's hard to look. It's a group of people in battle rap that is very hard to beat. And Head Ice is on that list. A lot. I'm not saying when it comes to bars or anything like that. It's just Head Ice presence. He's
That's my
one of them people that is on that list that is hard for a lot of people to beat. Let's be honest here. Again, King Los won, but but
talk about it. Talk about it. Team Los was I exactly.
I didn't say he was dope. I just said he won.
Listen, I asked you. I said he was all right. He was like
When
Buddy
did
One.
Vin Diesel
All
wait, hold
right,
on. When did Vin
all
Diesel tell
right.
Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious one? It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
I give no fucks. Nah, son. Nah.
Hey, he was I and won.
And you know what? Listen, I don't feel like 40 Cal has to win because
No, he don't.
I feel like ill will in right now in his bag, the way he's been, the last showings, the last showings of 2019, this man is on a killing spree. If 40 Cal can get past that and walk off that stage with any amount of dignity, he won anyway.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
gets he gets the comeback award. That's the way we'll
yeah.
put that. He'll get the comeback award. So anyway, yeah. So we got that out the
Plus,
way.
I want to see him do. I want to see him do well enough because I wonder who else he got lined up. Because him and
Oh,
ARP was talking
yeah.
about a couple of more. He said it was a couple of more people he had lined up that he
Let
really
me
wanted.
ask you this.
So I'm just hoping he do well enough so we can find out who the other people was.
Let me ask you this because he made an excellent point.
Hmm.
I know that ARP kind of didn't want to talk about it, but he did make an excellent point. If I were JC, I would have did both battles. I said the same thing. ARP made it clear, abundantly clear, that that was not an option because they never knew that there was supposed to be a second battle anyway.
Yeah, according to what was told,
Oh,
Jace. According to what was told, like I guess it was like supposed he got out the battle because he said it was like a family issue. I don't know, a family issue or it was something serious that's supposed to have happened.
right.
And
I hate Eric. I hate E. Shout out to my brother E. We did them already, E. We did them already. That's why we didn't do Genesis. That's why we was all supposed to do Genesis today. We're gonna have to stay here for a little bit because that seems like that's what everybody's talking about, and that's fine. We could be right here for a second. That's cool. Uh
Brooklyn Fever said don't nobody care about no damn oops battle.
oh
hey, hey man, y'all better leave Oscar nominee oops alone, man. That hey, he was nominated for an Oscar. You
he
gotta
was.
put that.
He
Hey,
was.
when they announce this battle from here on out on King of the Dot or RBE, y'all gotta say Oscar nominated. Oops,
That's
is
a
taking
fact.
on like for real. Y'all
He on
gotta
a
put
whole
that
nother
in there
level.
now.
He on another level now. Let that man be great.
Oh man, but yeah,
Oh, you know what?
you do get Genesis predictions right here, and we talking about this whole RBE situation. And I
We
know
are answering
we
questions.
trying to wait for Shy to get back so we can get some predictions going. But
We
Shy's having real bad shit, so
we you know what?
I'm reading Brooklyn Fever's response.
I gotta get my battle
Oh
rap
man.
started. Y'all on some other shit right now. Y'all really are.
Oh man. Hey, I love the fact that we can interact with people that's watching this, man. For real. This
That's
junk
a
is
fact.
dope.
We really appreciate y'all. Keep these comments coming. But okay. Let's pump our brakes. Shy gonna have to
Okay.
get in where he fit in. I do see bro in the comments. So
Okay.
let's get to it. Let's get to it for real though. All right.
Okay.
Genesis predictions. Let's start with Rum Nitty and Jerry West. Jerry
Okay.
had a goddamn good showing. Here's another case of you don't necessarily have to win a battle. You got to come out with your life intact and with some type of dignity. And John is one of the hardest niggas to beat in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
And although I got to watch that battle again, but although I feel like John got that battle, Jerry showed the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And against Rum Nitty, Nitty got a tendency to draw that shit. over and like every punch for me is not don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
very boring. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not confident to sit here and say that he's going to convincingly win this battle. I know y'all about to kill me about that, but I don't care. I'm gonna go 2-1 nitty debatable.
2-1 nitty debatable.
Ooh,
2-1 nitty debatable.
I know you do, Brooklyn. I know you do. You have for a long time. 2-1.
I'm gonna say,
Look at E. Look at E.
hey, shout out to E, man. E, hey, man. E be one. The one thing I like about E is E will stand by his predictions. He don't bullshit the mugs around. He go give them to you. And if he wrong, he'll fall on his sword about it. Like, yo, I was wrong. Again,
Alex.
like you said, Jerry West, he had a good showing versus John John. I still had John John winning the battle, but to me, Jerry West did enough where he can sit up there with the top guys. I ain't gonna say the top guys, but he can sit up there, with some of the people, man, and he worked his ass off to get there. Rum Nitty, he's just one of those rappers that he says stuff that you've never heard before, and it's always, what is he going to say next? What is he going to do next or whatever? And uh, he had a great showing versus Big T, even though like Big T delivered like a crazy, crazy first round. And it's a lot of people that was going back saying that, you can kind of argue Big T won this battle. I'm not one of those people, but it's people that are saying that. Um,
We gotta go. We gotta when you get to where you going, we gotta get back to these comments because they got some damn good comments in
but
here.
I'm gonna say, you know what? You know what? I'm going with E, man. I'm going with E. I'm taking Jerry West 2-1 first and the third. 2-1 first and the third. I'm taking Jerry West.
Woo. All right. Now, Brooklyn Fever, they're gonna shy. Nigga, you better stay this time because you
Yeah,
fucking up the
it's
sauce right
terrible.
now.
Hey, connection is terrible out here. Okay, I'm sorry, but I had to get in.
All
I
right,
got to get
so
in this prediction. Jerry
that's
West 2-1. Jerry
okay.
West
So
2-1.
Brooklyn Fever. Well, y'all can read the comment. Most of y'all can see the comment.
Yeah.
He basically said, "I agree. I definitely agree. It'll be a classic ass battle. It'll be a classic back and forth. I do. I unequivocally have no doubts about that.
I'm
Absolutely
liking the fact that everybody that I'm seeing in the comments, including E, Shy, myself, we all is pulling for Jerry West, man. When we're all picking Jerry West because to me, it's like we all see something that nobody else is seeing. Because before this, I done watched a lot of prediction shows where everybody was picking Rum Nitty. Everybody
right.
was picking Rum Nitty.
Right.
I
And
got Jerry,
Alex,
man.
that's a hot take. Shout out to Alex. That's a hot take right there.
That's
But I ain't gonna say nothing.
all that
I
shit, right?
ain't gonna say nothing.
I said, let's get back to these comments because he definitely listen, Alex.
Hey, Alex, I
We
ain't gonna
said
say nothing.
we said this mid 2019. So, brother, you right there. Uh Shout out Dwayne Mitchell. I mean, like I said, I feel I won't I take nothing from Jerry, nothing at
Mm-hmm.
all. And the only reason why I'm saying I said debatable, first off, I will give it to Brom 2-1, and that's because I feel like Jerry is somewhat battle tested, but now I really want to see. Nitty has a tendency to bring it, but like I said, he can be completely overdrawn, and that's when he loses a lot of battles to me. Going back to Alex's point, so
Oh,
that's where I'm gonna get my debatable because Brooklyn Fever just said I can see Jerry with the diversity because he always brings that.
that's why
But
I think it's going. I think that's what's going to kind of kill Rum Nitty because I hate about to say this. I've never thought I'd say this about Rum, but I just feel like if you see one Rum Nitty battle, you kind of seen them all.
ooh, that's
I mean, he tried to do something different, and he can't do anything different but punch your fucking head off. And Jerry West is so fucking creative. You don't know what you about to get from Jerry. I think Jerry's hungry right now. I think he about to bring about 3 haymakers that might get Romney the fuck up out of here.
Shut up,
So
Pat Black, aka Sicko. That's his name. That's his trivia show name. Pat Stay Black. That's his.
All right.
Let's see.
Uh,
Okay.
facts, Eric. He can rap very well, but
yeah,
that's it.
facts, Eric.
Okay.
Facts.
What else? What else? Hold
Next
up.
battle.
We move
Next
on.
battle.
Let me see. Capital Don. Let me see. When when was his last Nitty loss? Oh, okay.
Last
From
Nitty loss. I mean, when did he had a clear win?
Ooh. All right. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Let us get through the card, because I see y'all got a lot to talk about. Let us try to get through the card first, and then let's go back, because we'll be
Okay.
here with y'all all
Yeah,
day
we be
long.
all night. Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah,
ain't
we'll
try.
be stopping. So let's get through the card first, and then let's double back. All right.
Okay.
So we'll try to do this quickly too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. T Top and Arsenal, which we already got a one
Man,
round.
we don't seen that.
um,
If I
I
was
hate to
watching
ask.
this, if I was in the building, I'll probably be getting something to drink or some wings during that battle.
I hate to ask this question,
I don't care.
and and I
Whoever
can't
shows
believe
up,
I'm.
wins. Okay,
And thank you, Shaq, because that's the question I was about to ask.
it's
And
a
I can't
wing
believe
break
I'm
for me.
putting this question. I can't believe I'm putting this question on Arsenal of all people. It depends on what Arsenal shows up.
But
Mm.
T
If
top with
Arsenal,
T.
I
if
mean, you
Arsenal,
gotta
if
hold the
Arsenal
debate with
shows
drugs.
up,
You gotta hold the
it,
debate with drugs right now.
yeah. If
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, if the Arsenal that shows up, I mean, and I'm talking about that Arsenal that shows up like, let me school these young bucks like he did against Twerk in London. This is gonna be a long night for T Top.
Yeah, T top needs a win right now. He been looking kind of shaky, baby.
Both of
Yeah,
them
Cortez,
shaky. Both of them looking
Cortez,
shaky. So the
Cortez, hey,
he's still
and Bill
a dub.
Collector,
and Bill.
and arguably Bill got T Top up out of here. Arguably Bill got won that battle.
Bill won that battle. Bill low key won that battle. But yeah, okay. Uh
Y'all gonna stop sleeping on Bill, man.
I'm a pass. I'm a pass. I'm a pass. God damn it.
I'll be
I
whoever shows up.
All right, let's go clips and K. Oh, wait. When does K Shine have to turn himself in?
March the 9th.
The
Okay, so we
ninth.
can actually make this battle.
Yeah,
Um,
he be.
clips and K Shine. Is it 4 years too late? About 4 years too late? Or I mean, how are we feeling about this battle?
The way that clips been
The
like
way
okay, I'm
he
gonna say this. Clips
lately?
been low key assassinating people under the radar, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people ain't been paying attention to it. So so hey man, I'm not gonna say that it's 4 years too late because Clip's still showing that he's one of them dudes, man.
I-
Like,
this
I
is the
mean,
clip we've been waiting for a long fucking time.
but the
To
thing is that nobody has been paying attention to it. Since Clips have came back, he's arguably beat Twerk. Like, we're not gonna sleep on the unforgettable first round Twerk had. But since Clips came back, he arguably beat Twerk. What he did to Fair wasn't fair. Then, oh, you know, I know that was a bar there, but
Yeah, there was a
but
bar.
but then he had the 2-on-2 with Goods, and everybody talked about his third round. You know, then this dude comes back and he makes JC look like yo, you want to battle Luxie, and I'm only doing this
You
light
can't
with you.
you can't get past me. You can't get past me.
Let me ask y'all. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Okay, let's because
Right, 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 right. Okay. Go
Hold on,
ahead.
let me write
Go
that
ahead. Go
down.
ahead. Go
Kayshawn,
ahead.
and then on the other hand, you got Kayshawn. Kayshawn has grown in front of us, man, and Kayshawn has proven to be one of them elite dudes, especially when he is on this shit, man.
Does his mental state with him, we're not sure what he did. He just made a post saying that he had to go away for a
Turn,
little bit.
yeah, yeah, he got to go
That
away
he
for a little
had to
bit.
turn himself in. Does his mental state play a factor in this battle? Which I'm sure it does.
Knowing K Shine, no matter seem like no matter what he go throughout his career, he always shows up. Um, no
Oh,
lacking. It's no lacking for K Shine, you know.
he is on
But
one
I
right now.
think, well, what you say? What was said?
He said Nitty can rap very well, but that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. Um, yeah, but
Lord.
I mean it's the truth. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good battle. But I think it's just gonna be bars. But I don't think it's gonna be anything personal. I don't think no personal is gonna be brought up. I just think that it's gonna go for bar and probably for performance with this battle. Because I don't think it's nothing personal with it. It's just like a little brother, big brother, just going in the backyard, just
Hmm.
get their rounds off and just probably have a little fun with it. But I don't think it's gonna be nothing personal like how Clips been doing, how he did Pharaoh and JC. I don't think it'll be
I don't
like
know,
that.
because he kept saying Pharaoh was his friend, and if that's how you doing your friends,
Right. What it do, J
um,
What's
Murder?
his
J Murder.
definition of friend anyway?
I'm gonna take Charlie Clips 2-1. I'm gonna take Clips 2-1.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm gonna take Clips 2-1.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have a good battle. We're gonna come down to a third.
E said he's taking Shine 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
because
need you.
Sean wanted this battle too. Sean really wanted to battle Clips too. So I already know he's not gonna come play with Clips.
Of
Oh no,
course,
So
he not. He
I mean
not. He not.
they've had a friendship for a long time.
yeah,
This is one of his sons, so to speak.
yeah.
They raised
Every
him. They raised him
just about all the battles Shine say when Shine really wants somebody, Shine shows up for those battles.
That
shine
was
to
yeah.
one, shine to one. What did
But I won't
it
count.
do?
I won't
J
count. I
Murder,
definitely won't count on
J
K
Murder
Sean
on
now.
the live. J Murder, are you the king of RBE? We gonna come back to that. We doing the Genesis predictions. We're gonna come back to
Yeah.
that. Let's go, John and Chess.
Somebody, okay, let me say this. Somebody had said something that made perfectly good sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that they can see that John clearly wins this battle, but everybody's going to be talking about how Chess barked on him, and
Mm,
that kind of made sense to me a little bit.
elaborate for me,
Like,
please.
okay, so because you know, like John be squeaking out them wins that people be swearing up and down he ain't gonna get,
That's a
and he be
fact.
squeaking them out pretty clean. But the only thing everybody remember is what the opponent was doing to John. So it like kind of overshadows what John did. Like for instance, when people was talking about the whole Geechee Gotti John battle or whatever, and you had a lot of people saying, "Yo, John kind of edged that battle," but they just kept talking about the fact that Geechee Gotti uh was like angling John with the whole domestic violence situation and all of that. So to me, it's almost like it could be that thing. Like John could beat Chess, but people go be like, "Yo, man, Chess was all up in John face. He was at his chest, like just you know getting his rounds off at him or whatever." So it could be like that kind of situation. I'm not sure, but this is gonna be a very interesting battle though, from both
I
for
think
both of them.
I think so too. So I'm going to I'm gonna go with John. Oh, well, damn, E. Hold up. E just wrote a whole piece. Y'all, I know what I said about holding off on the comments. This is one of our co-hosts, though, but he can't be with us on the thread, so we're gonna read what he's saying. Okay.
Oh,
John
so
John.
that was E that said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Said John can win the battle. Says John E said John can win a battle, but it's you already put it up there. Okay.
Yeah. Chess. Yeah,
Mm.
Chess is gonna leave Earth, but uh, I don't know. I
I don't know.
don't. That's
You
kind
know
of hard.
what? I think this is the type of battle it's gonna have to feed off the energy in the
Mm-hmm.
building.
I
Yeah.
can
I think it's all leads up to the energy. I think
Even though we
whoever
don't know how many people gonna be in the building.
or where is the building.
watch it on
Um,
caffeine.
it's kind of hard to call. I don't know. I think it's all about the energy, who goes first, what they're gonna say to each other. I don't know. But John, I can't see. But John know how to win, man. Like I can't.
You
I
know,
don't never
he
count out.
has
I
that
don't never
cheat
count
code, and I just
John.
feel like
John,
Chess.
yeah.
I don't feel like okay. As Chess was coming into the fold, he was learning. You know what I mean? He was learning his attributes. He could
Mm,
rap very well. He could freestyle. I mean, his problem wasn't that he could not rap. His problem was just the fact
it
that he
was
couldn't memorize or
yeah, it's
proficiency,
preparation.
whatever. So when he sat down for a minute, that sitting out, I feel like although he came back and he proved to us that he's not choking anymore, that does not mean that he's at a, a top tier level to where he's able to strategically combat every attribute in battle rap. He raps well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like we
But I
said
really think,
before,
but I really
he
think he's gonna have to battle. He's really gonna have to battle John though. He's gonna have to
that's
battle
the
him.
point that
Yeah,
I'm making.
yeah, he'll have to battle him.
It's not this is not just a rap battle with John. You have to be just as strategic and witty as he is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because John would break you down. John would break you all the way the fuck down, and he can actually you on a good night, on a great night. John can take your superpowers.
Right. And
Yeah.
don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. And don't get me wrong, it's not like we didn't see that he could be strategic because he did it with Danny. He did it with
Hmm.
Danny Myers. So it's not that he can't be strategic. It's the way I'm looking at it is like you said, you gotta watch John because
Mm-hmm.
John can take that superpower and run with that shit and have
Hmm.
you looking great. Will steal your momentum.
John might get one of them bowls made out of 2 liter, and throw it out in the crowd. You never know what John might do. And John would do some
Then
shit
what?
like that.
Right.
Get that bowl,
Hey
that 2 liter bowl.
E. Hey E. Hey yo, man, stir by your word, E.
Okay.
um.
He's not losing
So
too many battles anymore. Yeah, that's true.
so so
Oh,
so
you
E
told
E
me
is
now.
standing on
So
his.
What?
not yeah, but
So
John
E is
ain't.
standing by his chess pick. E is standing by his chess pick.
Yes,
Shy,
he
you
is.
said you got John.
I got John too.
Yeah, I got
Two.
John.
We ain't got John.
I got
John.
John 2-1.
I'm taking John 2-1.
Oh,
I'm
Ooh.
taking John 2-1.
I
wow. Damn, Gina. Mm.
am.
uh,
Okay, so damn, that's all the battles.
No,
wait.
No,
one more.
JC and O-Red.
Uh, okay. Well, we seen this. This took place in Detroit. It was only
This
2 rounds in
and
Thank
Detroit.
already
you.
one. Oh wait, did I get that battle already? I think I get that battle
No, they
already.
well. Oh, I think you. I mean, I believe you said you gave it to
One
Red.
and
Hell
one.
yeah.
And I mean, how I had it 1-1. So and there wasn't no third round. So it was a tie ball game to me.
But it was a dope
Um,
battle. It was a really dope battle. I don't feel like I mean, I guess whatever.
I
Um,
think this battle's gonna bite JC in the ass.
I that and hold up because that's where I'm going with it. But I want to get this last. You know what? Let's make that the last battle. Let's go to Geechee and
Wait,
Twerk.
hold that thought. Shout out to Alex because he made a perfectly good point. Since Chess got with Cave Gang, man, he have like lessened up his rounds and like Kirk like got his punches a lot better. So yeah, yo, Alex, you may be right. Cave Game may have been a good grooming circle for him, man, because they cut the fat off of how
Yeah,
Chess was like, putting his stuff together, and he's a lot cleaner now. So yeah.
he got his breathing under control.
Hey, all right, E.
Unsanctified. Look, he had it unsanctified fool on the next show. All right.
Hey, you may have to miss church that Sunday before the show and the prior
Mm-hmm.
Sunday.
Yeah, you might have to.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, so you
Okay,
said you want to go to Geechee and
let's go to Geechee and Twerk, and then we'll come
okay.
back to JC and O'Red because there's Shy just made a point, and that was where I was doubling up on
Oh
what
yeah,
40
we're coming
Cal
back to
said.
it.
Okay.
Right, what 40 Cal said about JC. So yeah, I'm going Geechee 2-1. That was easy.
This is for the face of this is they're promoting this as this is for who's the new face of URL.
Oh Lord.
That's how they're promoting it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It was a very I say this. It was a very interesting face off.
Please stop. I'm being petty. All right. I'm sorry. I'm being petty.
Shout out to Twerk video, his new music video.
What new music video?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so
I see you win.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't.
So
my bad. Go ahead.
Alex said Twerk 2-1.
okay, Alex,
I don't know. After Twerk new music video came out, oh no, I'm leaning towards Geechee.
You know what? Stop.
Okay, man. Now I got questions about this so-called music video I haven't seen or heard about. Anyway,
Okay.
Go ahead.
I've been to Six Flags. Anybody been to Six Flags before?
Yeah, I've been to Six Flags.
Remember back in the day when you used to want to do a music video at Six Flags to your favorite song back in the day?
I remember seeing it, but like I never wanted to do it. But yeah, continue.
That's where put that in Twerk music video.
Oh, Twerk got one of them?
Yeah, he got one of them. Geechee 2-1.
How much was his budget? Like $3?
Good night.
Get the goddamn predictions going. I'm not
okay. Yeah. Oh, real shit. Okay, real shit. I don't know. I'm leaning toward Geechee, but then I like Twerk against Chilla. That's the.
Listen. That is a fact.
But is Twerk gonna come prepared? Is Twerk gonna come prepared because he's setting his face off? You know, he trying to get everything last minute. I hate when he do that last minute shit, but
yeah,
he always have some amazing. He always have some amazing shit, but
the one thing that even though he said he's known to prepare for last minute stuff, and I think Jay Black had asked him like, "Are you done writing?" And he said, "I haven't even begun writing yet." Like that.
He said he was gonna do it proper to the last minute.
That made me shake my head because I'm like, okay, Geechee is not one of them dudes. Hey, yo, shout out Brooklyn Fever, man. Said that dude
Brooklyn Fever is shit. You need Jesus, Brooklyn. You need Jesus, Brooklyn.
Shout out Brooklyn Fever,
man.
Okay, so E said he got Twerk 2-1. Said Geechee can't calmly be gangster on Twerk.
I don't know about that, E. I don't know, E. If Geechee got the information that kind of been circulated, I don't know. It might be a long night for Twerk. Because he's a Crip. West Side.
Said, nigga, you making $2 videos? Nigga, you broke.
You
Like,
nigga, you was a broke bitch. Yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
okay, but
Yeah.
Um, I'm
Wayne.
sure.
you know what?
I'm sure Twerk is gonna speak about coffee and all this, that, and the
Oh
third.
my God. Oh, she in that
Sure,
TV.
I'm sure he's gonna do all that. I'm sure. I'm sure he's gonna speak about, we already spoke about the shit with the whole standing behind the tree and all this different
Yeah,
shit
and I'm
or
gonna
whatever.
get you in the tree bar. Yeah.
Um, I think Drugs had probably the best Geechee behind the tree bar, but that's something
Yeah.
different. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. I
um,
like his.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Geechee Gotti 2-1. I think I think Geechee Gotti. Okay, the only thing I'm hoping Geechee Gotti don't do, because this is what he also is starting to do now that he's bringing more angles into his style. Like he burns out in the first round because he puts everything into his first rounds now. So I'm
Mm,
hoping he don't take that approach versus Twerk. You know
What about
that
his third? What about his third? Because you know how you always do
the real talk thirds. I
the
mean,
real
and
talk
telling you
third. Do
his
you think
life
it's time?
story.
Do you think it's time for him to do something different in that third? Because
Um,
because
I
Twerk,
don't.
Twerk always have a fire third. He always have a fire third, just in case he's about to probably he might be down and
yeah.
out or something. He always have a third. I
Um,
would say that.
Man, unless Geechee is saving the most incredible Crip story for this battle, he probably will want to move that third to his second, and he probably will want to come up with something else.
he ain't
Because
gotta really he ain't
if
gotta really
Twerk comes
do.
with a
He's not gonna have to do that because it's not. We know that Geechee is certified.
yeah,
We know that he's
Hmm.
certified. You know what I mean? So he ain't gonna have to have no Crip stories.
hmm
He gonna have to tap on and test Twerk's gangster is what
Oh,
he.
what's your power rule like? Ooh, what's your power rule like? Damn.
And wasn't he in Richmond? So that third, y'all pay
Mmm.
attention, because that third could get spooky. Although Twerk has
hmm.
thirds, that third could be very spooky.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot that Twerk been going through that Geechee can't talk about, most
He can
definitely.
speak on.
But
He
you
Hmm.
can
know, you
definitely
know,
speak
you know what'll be fire. You know what'll be fire. I ain't gonna say that, man. I
Don't give
have
up.
to
Yeah,
say
don't,
that.
yeah. That's yeah.
I'm gonna
We'll
say that
save it.
off the air. I'm gonna say that
Yeah,
off the air. I'm gonna
yeah.
say
We
that
might
off
be
the air.
getting niggas
on.
too much
With
sauce, man.
Alex makes a very good point too, because here's my thing. Um, Although we know Twerk lyrically is actually better than Geechee, this ain't a battle about who's more lyrical. That's the thing about it. It's not about that. And we're not going to be looking at the fact of who's bar for bar better in this battle. We're going to be looking
hmm
for personals. I mean, let's just keep it a buck.
They're gonna
You
be
got
looking for personals,
you
and
got
then people gonna
Stonewall
say,
and
if Twerk,
Snow.
I
if Twerk shake the building, on some Hawk Smash shit, people gonna be like Twerk won the battle because he shook the building more. So
I think Geechee might get a little bit more aggressive in this battle too. I think his battle with where he battled old red
You know
kind of
what?
brought out
They
a little dog in him.
horrible. They so horrible right now. And oh damn! And then Avocado be filming Geechee's videos. Like, come on, bruh. It's a lot. There's levels. There are levels to this. So
I
when
don't know
we're looking,
why I don't know why his video made me thinking about JJ Fast Supersonic. I don't know
you know
why.
what? Okay, we going
Oh my
on.
bad. Damn. Ooh. Oh my bad.
We moving on.
Oh, moving on.
hold on, E ain't here. I gotta do the E.
Hey,
Yo,
we moving
Okay.
oh
around.
man.
We moving on. We moving on.
Okay, let's go. JC Red.
Bring the petty out. Y'all can't be bringing the petty out,
We
okay?
ain't bringing Penny back. I'm at like 29%. So let's get on this
All
JC
right.
Red.
I am not being petty.
Drink that water. Drink the water. There we go.
All right. Red, did we give a are we do we have who we have for Geechee and Twerk?
Yeah, I'm taking Geechee 2-1. I think E said he got Twerk. Um, Shy, you said Geechee, right?
I'm leaning with Geechee, but yeah, I got a feeling it's gonna be another one of those battles. With it's gonna come down to the third, so it could probably go either way. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Geechee. I'm gonna go with Geechee. But I just think it's gonna be a battle back and forth to that third.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we can honestly, we can say argue that. Yeah, that's probably what the battle's going to go down to that third.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wing, let's talk about this old Red JC thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this:
Okay.
how since they already battled once, how necessary does is this a battle that JC has to win?
He has to
Okay.
because he arguably lost the clips, and okay. And I'm gonna say the reason why I say he has to win. You arguably lost the clips, and you've been campaigning for Lux, Surf, and Verb.
Okay.
But more or less Lux more than anything that you've
Mm-hmm.
been campaigning for. You have to beat O-Red. And if you do not beat O-Red, I mean, ain't no telling what deals that URL made behind the scenes with him to get him to walk away from the RBE battle. But if you can't beat O-Red, dude, ain't no way in hell you can say that you can say that you want to stand in front of you can stand in front of Lux. I mean, and trust me, I'm one of them optimistic people. I'm one of them, like, you always hear my phrase. I always say, every given moment, every
Mm-hmm.
given stroke of a pen, somebody could come with the bars or whatever, and he can actually show up versus that person. But I think it will make fans less interested if you lose the O-Red. It will make fans. Of course, I would like to see JC versus Surf, Averb, and Lux. I mean, I'm a battle rap fan. I would like to see the best competition taking on the best competition. But it will make fans less interested if you lose this battle to O-Red because
Mm.
you already lost the clips.
Hmm. I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this.
I can't hear you.
JC JC
Huh?
if JC battle Lux right now, he would die
Yes,
3-0.
there is. Look over the
Mute Lid,
Yeah,
mute Wing, mute Wing.
mute.
washer.
Did she did she just cut through my
Huh? Because
this
I didn't hear
this
you.
Yeah, we
dishwasher
heard you.
bars,
Huh?
Yeah,
cut
we
my
heard
rounds
you.
and
We
everything.
like
Yeah, where are you?
mute Wing, mute.
Mute.
I thought I did.
No,
Oh,
you didn't. Nope, you didn't. Okay,
I
that
am
was
so
saying
sorry.
at this point, and I was gonna say at this point, um Jace, we don't see this story before. He don't did this before. He keep on chasing Lux. And every time he chase, he drops the ball. He lose battles. Battles
Mm-hmm.
it's just to the point now. Also with JC, if JC got to figure out how to work that stage too, because he got to understand with this new age of battle rap, and we seen it with clips. You got to have more than just fucking bars. You got to have
Right.
more than just a pen. You got to bring something else to the table right now. And I just think right now too with O Red probably gonna give him the fuck up out of here. Gonna mess up them chances. It just it just at this point he just kicking a dead horse in the head for no reason. It's just at this point you chasing the ghost, JC. You chasing the ghost that you're probably not going to get to. But if you do, you're gonna die. I'm
Okay.
really not interested. I'm really not interested in seeing JC versus Lux because I kind of see I just kind of know what JC gonna do. He just
They
gonna
can
bring his pen. He's gonna bring his pen. He gonna have his hands behind. It's just like, bro, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. And I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so
just we just don't seen this shit before. We don't seen it before. You know what I'm saying? You not and not only that, not only you're not really good against performers, you're really not good against people with who just have a better pen or just as good pen as you. Shout out to 100 bullets. Um,
Hey, stop. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
yeah.
okay,
So
Brooklyn Fever said why JC got to jump through loops for Lux, and JC has had the better has been better than Lux the past 3 to 4 years.
Mm.
Okay, so here's
he's
my
saying
thing. No, the question is right at the bottom. You can see it now. Wings
I
is
see
posted
it,
at the
but
bottom.
he's saying he's been better. But what JC better that we have seen in the last couple of years that has really great replay value.
Mm.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
I mean, if we talk about the last 3 to 4 years, the only battle I could think of that got replay value, but to me that I could go back to is JC versus Chef Trance. I really love that battle from both of them.
I
Now,
didn't like
even
that
though
battle.
JC won that battle, I like that. I like the battle. I like the performance from both of them.
Yeah, I didn't like that battle. I didn't
But
like it.
to answer Brooklyn Fever's like question, I mean, I'm sorry, it's Lux. People are he's going to put people through these different uh hoops or loops, or the leagues is going to
No,
put all these people through these different loops because of who he is and the status that he has,
no.
you
But
know.
see, he not. But JC is not jumping through no loops. He was right there. Now he had. Now let's not forget. What was that? A couple years ago, he had looks. He
Yeah.
had his fucking attention, and he battled. What you call it on RB? What was it, on RBE? Who he battled? Your boy whipped his
uh
ass.
Illmatic.
Ilmac. He battled
Yep.
Ilmac. Ilmac, and Ilmac got him the fuck up out of here. If he just would have did those battles where he had the momentum, he should have sat his ass down. He just
Mm-hmm.
should have sat his ass down. Do interviews. That's another thing. Do some interviews, JC. Do something. Talk shit like you want to do now after all these years. But that's another story. But it ain't no
Mm.
loops.
but you
He
know what,
always dropped the ball and he always made the worst life decisions
but you're
in battle
right,
rap.
because a lot of people was telling him he should have sat down when he
He
went on
should have
his
sat down.
run. And then
Exactly.
after he lost to the kid,
Illmatic.
damn, what you say his name, Ilmac.
You're mad.
And
Yeah.
Then
Big K.
he turned around and
And
got
Big
smoked
K.
back cheap.
Yep. Yeah. He was on a losing streak. Yeah. He was
He
losing.
turned around and got smoked back T top. And then that's when the talks really just slowed down.
Slow
And
down. Exactly.
then, he started back on, this run again or whatever. And then, of course, I think it was Surf that was like, it ain't no money in the budget for me to battle JC. And then JC did the thing with 15 minutes of fame. And Beasley was like, actually, it is money in the budget for JC to battle all these motherfuckers. These niggas is just running. He ain't say that, but I mean, that's what I took from it. Like, oh, it is money in the budget. So y'all
Yep.
motherfuckers are just running. I ain't saying Lux was running, but I'm saying the other two who said it wasn't no money in the budget to battle him is
Mm.
ducking.
You know his price.
So
Yeah. You know the price.
Blade is making a really good point too, because I can see that shit happening because of his inconsistencies.
Hmm.
He
JC
basically,
about to have a debatable with Old Red only to get Luke Castro on band legacy.
I
URL
mean,
is
I can
about
see
to
that.
Danny Myers the shit out of this young man. Blade Brown may be right.
mm,
Blade Brown may be right. But
It's looking like this battle. If he wins, if he loses, I really don't see this. I don't think this battle is going to really help him get to Lux. Maybe if he battle Bird, maybe. I don't know.
so so let me ask this: would it
okay.
have been in his favor? Now I'm gonna go back to what 40 Cal said. Would it have been in his favor have went ahead and did both battles
Yep.
already?
I'm gonna say
Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yep.
say yeah. And I hate to use. Look, my nerd about to kick in when I'm about to use this analogy. But let's say, okay, the way that Verb got the Lux was through Mook. His showing through Mook.
Hmm.
Right.
After
Hmm.
that Mook battle, URL said, "Yo, we can go ahead and we can put this battle together now. So that was like Verb's quote unquote like Super Saiyan moment. With
Mhm.
JC, he would have had the Iron Man that shit, and had two stellar performances in the same night, you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have. Oh, yo, JC got to go see
Yeah,
Lux now because
Right,
because
right.
you in
he
Atlanta,
stood for
you in
the.
the same, you in the city, bro. Both events, same
In the
city.
city,
Come
not
on
far from
now.
each other.
Hell, Dre
They
And that
Dennis,
would have.
even Dre Dennis did two fucking battles in one day.
in
I'm the
one
fuck
day.
on.
Fact. That's a
And
Different
fact.
cities. So
John did two battles.
John, yeah, he battled in New York. He went with the Cali.
Yeah, Yep, he battled him with the Cali. He
Yeah,
did two
yeah,
battles in one night. I mean, one day.
yeah.
Good points.
You
Y'all
had
make
it, bro.
So
He had it gravy. He had it real gravy. All you had to do was just get on the damn expressway. You probably would have been at an event. You could have probably been around the corner.
yeah, shoot, John
Yeah.
had to catch a flight.
That's the shit I be talking about. JC be doing, and you know what? My
So
phone about to die.
I think
My
it.
phone about to die. He about to cuss his ass out.
But yeah,
Y'all go on, man. I'll be back.
but I'm gonna say this, Wing. It would have been like you said. I think it would have been smarter. Like it
Mm,
would have been smarter for JC if he'd have just did both battles because then it at that point after the two battles, just walk away. Don't take no more battles. Do interviews from here on out and be like,
right.
yo, I took on Oops and O-Red in the same damn day and arguably beat both of them or whatever the narrative would have been, and that would have been the storyline for him to get Lux or the storyline for him to get Surf or somebody next or anything like that.
Because not for nothing,
Um,
the writing process, you I mean, I guess I could say this because it's some of it is already out there.
mhm,
The Oops and JC battle was already booked.
yeah,
So the writing had already been started.
mhm,
Not to take anything away from Oops, but I think the writing process for Oops and the writing process for O-Red to apples and oranges.
yeah.
You feel me? So I really feel like he definitely could have done both. Um, and like you said,
With Oops, you would have got a political debate. With O-Red, it would have been just like who was the better puncher for that night.
mhm.
So,
And not for
um,
nothing, you've battled O-Red already, so you kind of know where to go with this, how to
mhm,
kind of combat this battle. It wouldn't have been horribly hard to really do both. I mean, I'm not a
mhm,
battler, so I can't sit here and say yeah or nay. But at the same time, I feel like if the outcome would have been way better if you would have did that. However, you got to put you got to think about it this way too. He had just come off of clips when the Oops battle came around. I mean, yeah, when the Oops battle came around, and
mhm.
throw then you throw a red in there.
Blade Brown, stupid. Oh man. But hold on, let me respond. It was something that Brooklyn Fever said. Said why wait for Lux? Said Mook got Lux the fuck out of here. Why wait for Lux to come off of his throne when he gets his money? Because Lux is the only legend that is willing to battle. Like it. Think about it. Out of the hierarchy that everybody looks up to, the
Mhm.
Mooks, the Luxes, and so on and so forth. Lux is the only person. Like, yeah, you got to jump through these imaginary hoops, but you're more likely to get a Lux battle than getting a Mook battle.
Right.
And I mean, that's just honest. That's just like, for instance, Royce did an interview where he was like, I would like to do a track with Jay Z and Nas. And Royce was like, a lot of people don't know behind the scenes. Nas has been doing a lot of investing and been getting his money up. He was like, I'm more likely to get Jay-Z on the track before I will ever probably get Nas on the track, because where Nas' mentality is, he damn near out the door. You
Right.
know. So with that being said, is I get your point. You know, like, okay, Lux wasn't as is not as this god MC as everybody believe him to be, but he has that final boss moniker on him that will
Mhm.
never be taken from Lux. He had like Lux has that final boss moniker on him. Mook has that final boss moniker on him. Surf now has reached that pinnacle of having the final boss moniker on him. Averb, in my opinion, has that final boss moniker on him because he was able to sit up there with both of Lux and Mook. So right now, Lux is that dude that everybody want to test their pen against. Don't nobody want to battle Murder Mook or whatever because they don't look at Murder Mook as like the extremely good pen guy. So though you make strong points, and again, this is like from me responding to Brooklyn Fever. Though you're making strong points, how everybody else is looking at it is they want to see how their pen measure up to Loaded Lux. It's
Mhm.
almost like people that want. I mean, even though they want a big payday versus Floyd Mayweather, most of them boxers still want to see how can I defeat the defense of Floyd Mayweather? How can I prove that I was the one that was actually able to break his defense and finally do something? And everybody say, well, Floyd Mayweather put on boring fights or whatever. And no, I'm not trying to say Lux is Floyd Mayweather, but that's the only thing that I could have thought of at that moment of comparison, because all of these pin dudes who people praise they pin, they want to go up against the ultimate pin dude.
Right.
I'm pretty sure if you asked Chilla Jones if you wanted a chance to battle Mook or Lux, I'm pretty sure Chilla Jones will probably pick Lux.
Let me interject too. Um, Brooklyn Fever and Alex, both of y'all kind of have the same comments. I know you can't see each other's comments. I had Brooklyn Fever's comment up there. Now I'll put Alex's up there. But like I said, you're kind of saying the same thing. I can't stand for, see, this is yet another situation where we said the same thing Verb and Verb and Iron Solomon when he got Lux. Although those battles were booked 6 months in between. Like I don't like the narrative of, oh well, it's just oops. You know what I mean? Think about it this way.
Because right, if it was just oops, you wouldn't have never took the battle.
Right. But here's my thing. Brooklyn Fever, you do music. So where I'm about to go with this, you kind of understand. Y'all was in an uproar because Twerk didn't battle Av. Now follow me, okay? Y'all was in an uproar that Twerk didn't battle Av. Not one time, but 2 times. Okay? Think about this. And I bring that battle to you because that was such a massive battle for us. We were very excited as a culture about this battle that never happened 2 times. But now he has Geechee and went on there. Has not battled Danny, but but that's another topic for another show.
Right.
Think about how many times Av had to write over for Twerk. And I say this to say a battler wastes days, weeks for preparation to get
Mm-hmm.
ready for a battle.
Mm-hmm.
I know last show we kind of talked about this. Somebody had mentioned how well he told AR he canceled with ARP and them in enough time. Enough time for what? Enough time for him to have it. Well, that surprise battle was already a battle that was in the works. But the point of the matter is that regardless of the fact it was number one, not enough time for him to get another opponent. He couldn't even write for that next opponent. The event is in 2 weeks. Was in a week and a half. So I don't look at it as, oh, it was just oops. I look at it as it was a battle that you booked a month prior that you knew about, and whatever monkey wrench was thrown into the system, you chose to take another battle because they probably, there was probably a prize dangled over your head. Do whatever you do and however you do it. You know what I mean? That's fine. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I feel like it's a cop out to say, oh, well, it was just this battle. And do we really care about this battle? Because it's battle rap. We goddamn do care about it. And
Mm-hmm.
not it's fucked up to put somebody in a position where they took all that time to write for you, prepare for you, and then you turn around and you just say, "Oh, fuck them." That we got to get out of that frame of mind, and we have to make these battle rappers accountable. Because I'm telling y'all now, if JC loses to O Red, y'all about to rake him across the fucking coals, and you know it. If
I mean,
Verb,
they was already raking JC across the coals over clips. They were
right?
saying, "See, we told you he was trash, or we told you JC wasn't that good." I was reading the comments, and I
Wow.
was like, "Dang!" I was like, "JC didn't do that bad versus Clips. Clips was just a better battler."
Let me see. If only JC and Danny didn't have compulsive, you know what, Brooklyn, I mean, Blade Brown, he's so silly. Okay, so if JC gonna beat O Red to get Lux, but Lux is battling Daylight, oh, I forgot about that, is battling Daylight, a nigga that lost 90% of his battles. Who? Daylight?
Daylight didn't have not lost 90% of his battles. Don't
Brooke,
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with all the Daylight antics, but Daylight have not lost no 90% of his battles, man. That's a hell of a reach. That's a hell of a reach. But I will say this. You want me to tell you why the Lux and Daylight battle is happening? It's because Daylight sat down and let the mystique build. He
mm,
let it build up. Remember, when Daylight last battled, nobody wanted to see Daylight and Lux. Daylight wanted the battle, but nobody wanted to see it. The fact that Daylight walked away from battle rap for so long, everybody started going back and revisiting Daylight's bars and his performances to the point that everybody was like, yo, I wouldn't mind seeing Daylight versus Lux. So if you got somebody, if you got somebody that's literally, if you got somebody that literally let their mystique build, and this is the one argument that goes back to what we talked about earlier about JC, and even Shy said it, bro. You had Lux in your sights. All you had to do at the time was sit down, and the minute that you didn't sit down, you turned around and what do you say? Name me five clear daylight. I'm not doing that. Cause see, when I hate when you get into a debate with people and they bring up that word clear,
mm-hmm.
they don't want to say name me five daylight wins. Oh, name me five clear daylight wins. Because if that's the case, then we could pull up JC's whole resume, and I'm not talking about his earlier stages, but later on till now, can we pick five clear JC wins, or is all of JC wins debatable?
Right.
See it again. This is the problem. This is the problem that a lot of people do not want to understand. Because just like how he named all of the people that he said, oh, Lux lost to this person, Lux lost to this person, or he was I versus this person. To other people, Lux was immaculate,
Right.
immaculate versus all these people. He
You and
said, but I can
I,
name 10 clear daylight losses. I can name 10 clear daylight losses. Most of them is when when he did antics and never finished the battle.
right. Mm-hmm.
So that's not proving nothing. That's not proving nothing. Verb got his boot smoked by Gems for money and still got Mook. That's not proving nothing.
Mm-mm.
That's not proving a thing. You saying you asking both of those questions and saying that you can name off 10 clear daylight losses. Okay. But Daylight mystique was enough for him to sit down, and because how he pinned his stuff together, it was enough. It was enough for him to get look. You're right, he lost, but guess what? He's getting Lux, and JC is not. So
Right,
now what?
right. And with less battles, with less work in the past 2 years. It's a listen. It's
Again, I don't mind. Look, I'm gonna
not
say. Let me say this, Wing.
it's
I
not check.
love debating. I love debating battle rap with anybody, but we have to actually pull. We got to actually start thinking this in logic. We
Mm-hmm.
got to start thinking this in logic. It's not proving nothing. It proves a lot. How about J? How about how you battle Daylight when JC was?
I you know because Lux stuck in it. If he no, bruh, that's not nah.
Okay, I want to say this. Let me say this. Unless you can prove that somebody is ducking somebody, we got to stop this narrative that people be ducking people. Unless you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that people is ducking somebody, we got to stop this narrative that somebody is ducking somebody. We have to stop this narrative that people are ducking. Unless you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that Lux is ducking, and come on now, we're talking about Lux. If you gotta prove without a shadow of a doubt that Lux is ducking somebody, then it ain't no point because you're doing hypotheticals. You're saying from a fan's perspective, this person is ducking. No, we're saying from a URL business perspective that yo, this is who you. Matter of fact, let me say this. This is what Lux told Verb. When they tell me that you're ready, then you will be up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's up to the league. It is
Mm-hmm.
up to the league to say JC is ready to stand in front of Lux. It is up to the league to say that. It is up to the league. So we can sit up there and keep painting this narrative that battle rappers duck this or duck that.
Who was that who said that? Was it Lux or was it JC who said that they had it in the budget
It
for
was
them?
JC. JC said that they had it in the budget. And you could put that out there and say, well, okay, that gives you a proof that they're ducking. You most definitely right. You can use that as an argument that then you can say that such and such is ducking. But in that same breath, you can't say that this person is ducking anybody when he's taking battles. Lux said he's not battling JC in the conference with Surf. Lux also said he would battle JC.
And Iron.
He said he'd battle Iron too. He also said that he will battle. He's interested in battling B Dot somewhere down the line. But I do remember him using the words somewhere down the line. So when URL say, look, everybody said that Lux is about the money. The minute that URL hand that man that money and say JC is up next, Lux is go right for JC. And it's not gonna be no story of he ducked him. Again, we arguing the wrong things. It's up to the league to say that. And that's why I said the last show that to me, I think they promised JC either Lux or Surf to walk away from this oops battle to rematch O-Red. I'm just being honest. That's what my take was. Because it came off like how Averb walked away from the Iron Solomon battle. And right after he walked away from the Iron Solomon battle, boom, they announced Lux versus Verb coming up. But instead, they probably told JC, look, you take O-Red, you take O-Red, because again, they're trying to put on a good showing for Caffeine. So
Mhm.
they picking some of the best battlers and some of the most respected battlers for this card, regardless of how you may feel about the Arsenals of the world and how they haven't been lackluster of late or anything like that. If you look at the names that they have picked for this card, they're trying to put on a good showing for the caffeine event. I mean, for the
Right.
big grand opening for what they're doing on caffeine.
Right.
Chances are that URL probably pulled the Verb move and probably said, "Yo, JC, walk away from this oops battle, do our card, and we'll give you Lux or Surfs within this sometime this year or within the next year."
Right. I would say this year.
It's not about draw, Alex. It's not about draw. It's about putting your best foot forward and putting your best talent out there. It's not about at this point what they're doing, because if it was still about draw, they wouldn't be giving us a free event on caffeine right now. They're trying to pull in more fans. That's what they're trying to do. Regardless of you if you like JC or not, JC is one of them dudes that people will be like, yo, because remember, back in the day, we didn't nobody liked pins. Nobody liked pins. I would say between
I
2015 till now is when
yeah,
people started appreciating the pin game.
I agree. Because it was
So
hard. Yeah, it was hard. The lyricism was there and nobody was respecting it. It was about believability and aggression
yep.
and gun bars. I mean, nobody really liked substance. Substance has now come back, has found its way back. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, that oh wait, what did hold on. Did I
Said
miss?
niggas turn down battle leagues offers all the time. What you mean? Verb and Daylight said in the past years ago, Lux turned down money leagues had for him being difficult. Um, let's be honest about that. This is what both Verb and Daylight said. Lux never confirmed this. Cause remember, they said Mook told the story of Arsenal when he said what did Mook say? He said, let's clear up this Arsenal thing. Arsenal said that they came to him and offered him 70 to battle Arsenal. Mook said, okay, well, do you have half of it right now? And we can talk business. Arsenal said, let me call you right back. And never picked the phone back up to call Mook back because they didn't have all the money.
Right.
So to me, to me, okay, if Verb says it and Daylight says it that they offered Lux, what kind of money did they really offer Lux? Because Lux knows his worth, you know. So it's like, okay, you can sit up there and say, yeah, well, Verb and Daylight said that he turned down money. Okay, but then guess what? Verb battled Mook, and that was enough for URL to put Verb in front of Lux, and then they finally battled. Regardless of who you get winning the battle, I think Verb beat Lux. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-mm.
But at the same time, regardless of if you like Loaded Lux or not, this is who people are chasing. They're chasing him. They're chasing Mook.
Right.
Regardless if you like either one of these dudes or not, this is who people are chasing. Period. This is who people are going to constantly, 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 constantly chase. If Jay Mills was still as active as Mook and Lux was from back in the day, people would be chasing all three of them. So we can't sit up here and say, well, because this person said this like, look, Verb, look, I like Verb. I bought his music. I bump like I like a Verb. But come on, man, when you really taking Verb's word over that they offered Lux money way back when this nigga told ARP he was gonna bring Drake to battle on RBE.
Man, listen. Hey, we closing shop in a minute. Let's get to these last few questions. Shout out to Killer Chef. We ain't even gonna go there. Shout out to Killer Chef. Killer Chef says, okay, so Lux sends shots at JC on his Hot 97 freestyle. He said if JC loses to O Red, Surf and Lux battle will be off the table. T-Top, Killer Chef, we just said this. You just tuned
Yeah,
in.
but Killer Chef probably just now tuning in. We
Right.
said this earlier, and
Yeah.
that's the point that I have been making for we was making. Had JC sat down instead of taking the T Top and Ill Mac battle, JC probably would have battled Verb. I mean, would have battled Lux before Verb did.
That's a fact. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, because let's keep it a buck.
Again,
Let's,
Brooklyn,
let's,
I'm
let's,
not
let's keep
saying
it a
Verb
buck.
is, look, again,
Let's,
Brooklyn, I'm not saying Verb is lying, but when Verb said that he could bring Drake in the RBE to battle, I don't know if I'm really believing that story 100%.
well,
But go
no.
ahead, Wayne.
But I was gonna make a point to what you were saying as far as JC battling Lux before Verb.
Hmm.
Anything could have happened because not for
Hmm.
nothing. ARP was making it away when we were saying we tired of seeing goddamn Verb. He kept pushing him. He
Hmm.
kept pushing him. Kept having faith in him. Pat Stay beat shit down his leg. You turned around and you gave him a Mook. We're like, what the fuck? JC
And
could have
Verb
said,
showed up.
but
And
JC
Verb showed up.
and waited and got, and in my opinion, the only way that he would not have gotten those battles is if Lux said, I'm only battling on URL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just keep it a buck.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this, man. I agree to a extent with Brooklyn is saying. Why do he have to why do he have to jump through all of these extra hoops? But then I also got to look at it like this, where the fans is saying wins and losses do not make sense to how URL has been moving. Wins and losses kind of make sense for certain battlers. I'm not saying that it's fair, but all I'm saying is that this is how they've been moving because we've always wondering how the hell did Jack Boy immediately get destroyed by John John, but then end up on a big stage against franchise
Talk
the next go around. So again, you're making strong points, but you got to also look at the flip side of the coin. And I'm one of those people that I like to look at both sides of the coin because I was just like Brooklyn Fever. I was sitting up here pounding the ground like, yo, give like what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? But then I started looking at you got to look at how the league is moving with some of these battlers.
mm-hmm.
It's a reason why they are calling Twerk the face of URL, but Twerk can literally choke in damn near every battle he gets, but he is still considered one of the new faces of URL because when he is on, he shakes shit. Lux, regardless if you feel that Lux lost all of his returns except the Calico battle, the fact that people are still interested in hearing what Lux
And that's
says a lot about his status.
right. And even that battle was debatable. That's a fact. That's a fact. I think we got all the comments. That's a fact. Now, listen, we got more tomorrow. We coming back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. So we did not want to give all y'all this today. Um, okay. Yeah, I think we're done with the
Man,
question.
but shout out to Brooklyn Fever, man. I was enjoying that back and forth with him, man. I love having debates, especially about stuff like this because as fans we still have a lot of questions, and
Right.
I feel like that for 2020 they need to start bringing in judges and they need to start actually giving people wins losses. They need to
Mm,
bring that back.
wins, losses back.
Grind Tide had that. They need to bring that back. I truly believe that they need to bring that back. So
That's a fact. Um, you know, because they don't need content for the app. They have like 2 or 3 battle events that they haven't dropped all the content. So no, they got
not
content.
only that, and not only that, they also are getting content from other leagues now. They just
Yeah,
put Don Marino versus the Saga from Gates of the Guardian on the app.
yep. So there's content there.
If they put a shoestring versus Cortez, it's because they shitting on Cortez and they respecting him.
That's what that is. So
And
listen,
that's what they been doing is giving Cortez a lot of shoestrings because they know Cortez will fuck some of these dudes up that they catering to.
that's a fact. That's a fact. So while we hollering JC, why wouldn't we be hollering Cortez versus Surf?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't we be hollering Surf versus Math, Iron Solomon, Head Ice? Why are we not talking about that? Duck sauce.
when,
We talking
when
about
Head Ice called Surf, he called Surf duck sauce.
duck sauce. It's a whole. I'm standing in front of a Chinese food restaurant. We gonna call Surf. His new nickname is Duck Sauce because he done ducked all of us. I mean, if you want to talk duck,
But again, for fairness, we don't know if Surf is ducking these people.
we don't. We don't.
We
We
don't
don't.
know.
Surf does have to see a lot of them, but the point of the matter is just bringing that whole JC point across. There's a lot of battles that, again, the bottom line is you can't say that you can't say Lux is ducking any more than you can say some of the other cats are ducking because the league does play a big part in that. If they don't want a
Yeah,
battle to go down, there it's not going to go down.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, i.e., look at Clips and K Shine right now.
And it
But
ain't no telling how many other leagues probably tried to book that battle and it never got. It could have been stopped. It could have been put on hold. It could have been anything.
right. Brooklyn Fever, I heard something about Surf and Adi Boom, but I don't know how real that is or not. I did hear something about that. New Jersey Turk, you know what? We're gonna leave that video where it lies over there. Uh, um, let's see. Yeah, he ducked JC Cortez for $3. And you mm, and
And arguably lost the read. We not about to sweep that under the rug. He arguably lost the read, man.
second and third. We ain't even
He
gonna play.
arguably lost the read in that battle, man. And they trying to sweep that shit under the rug, man.
The league don't play no part when you Lux chooses. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. They definitely do. They'll call him. If the money is right and he has the time, he will do it. But at the same time, if they don't want to pay that money, they're not going to do the battle. They're not going to do it. I mean, it has to be monetarily satisfactory for them as well. So no, it ain't just, oh, if Lux want to do it. Let's not, please don't ever get that misconstrued. It's not just that. I mean, if the money is right, he'll come. If anything, Lux is still like daylight, and this goes back to what Ray was saying earlier. If anything, Lux is not going to oversaturate himself. So it's never about I won't take this person. It's about the timing of everything. Understand that point. It's a
Yeah.
different. Lux is not going to allow you to recycle him. So he picks and chooses when he will battle, which a lot of these cats should be doing. To
Yeah.
be quite honest, to preserve their worth. And this is why
Right now, like I said, right now, I think Verb.
can ask for what he's asking for and actually get it.
Matter of fact, here's a prime example. Go back to an old vlog I did on my channel, which I'm still working on getting my channel back together. But I talked about Danny Myers after the disaster battle, and I said, Danny Myers, you now sit with the God tiers. You don't need to be battling every week now. People need to be coming up there to see you because you're sitting up there with the elites after you battled disaster. You
Hell,
see how Lux can now come down, like he could, oh, let me come down from Mount Olympus and play with the mortals for a little bit. Lux have that mystique. Verb has that mystique now. A lot of people is telling Verb to take advantage of that mystique, but see, Verb was still is willing to play with anybody, anytime, any day. Pause. But like I even said about Danny Myers, bro, you arguably beat one of the god pins of the West. You have that mystique now. You don't need to be battling everybody else. Just sit. And whoever makes it up to that mountaintop on the west to see you, then you dance with them. Surf even put himself in that mystique. Surf even put himself in that mystique. You not legit in this era until you stood in front of Surf. So yeah, yeah. It's about that mystique. And it's not the leagues that give that mystique, it's the fans that give these people that mystique. So, you know,
Mm.
anywho, yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah,
We got
look,
next tomorrow's show.
we're going to save to be continued. We will definitely be back tomorrow, same time. What 6:30? Well, we start about 6:30, 6:15,
Yeah.
6:30 Central Standard. That's 7:30 Eastern. Um, what four Pacific Standard. So yeah, we got more. We'll talk about some battles because we have not. There is so many freaking battles to talk about. What y'all want to talk about tomorrow, battle wise? I know John. What we just said, John and Jerry West dropped. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
shit. What else? John, Jerry West. I mean, we pretty much already spoke
Shit.
about clips about.
Caustic and Mag Myron drop. Caustic and A Ward. I mean Mag Myron and A Ward dropped. Then the Saga Battle J Murder. Yeah, it was a lot of battles that came out
Oh
that
my
we didn't get a
god.
chance to talk about.
Okay, then shit. We gonna have we'll pick a couple. We'll pick a
Yeah.
couple. We'll talk about that and whatever other battle rap news there is to talk about. Oh, we definitely gotta get into this King of RBE.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to talk about that too.
We gotta talk about that. It's enough now that we can talk about it. INFARED, D Nice, rest in peace, King. Seriously. Um, yeah, Dwayne, I actually spoke about the battle in the beginning of the show. Yes, so since I have more audience here, you can go back to the beginning of the show. I will drop that battle. Matter of fact, that battle, if you're on Facebook, that battle is on my page. Check that battle out. I like I said, it was a dope ass back and forth. If if you come to this platform, we are true battle rap fans. We watch everything. When I tell you it's a back and forth that we are used to, it gives you that feel. Believe me when I say these guys that like the battle was nice. These they shit. As soon as I thought I had somebody winning, it was like both of them just came back and fought. So, like I said, it's a battle to check out. And rest in peace. Unfortunately, he was gone too soon before he could really get his accolades in battle rap. But he definitely was somebody who I think would go somewhere. So, like I said, it's did I say INFARED again? INFARED the
Yeah.
General versus D Nice. I'm sorry, INFARED the General versus D Nice. Shout out to Reese. That is on Universal Bars Battle League that just dropped. King Crash and versus Swamp she told me will actually be out soon. That's the event that happened last month. So yeah, check that battle out. And we'll be back. Hopefully my guys will watch that battle and we'll come back and do a full recap with the guys and everything and discuss it more. Salute to you, Killer Chef. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Salute, y'all.